2019, Paper 3, Question 12. Amina's bed is 190 centimeters in length and 91 centimeters in width. She's making a 1/10 scale model of the bed. What are the length and width of Amina's model? And this is a 1 mark question. Pause the video, try it yourself, and then unpause and we'll work it out together. So looking here, we can see that her bed is 190 centimeters in length, and in width, it is 91 centimeters. So she's making a model of this, so a pretend bed and a pretend bed, and it's going to be smaller. How much smaller is it going to be? Well, it's going to be 1/10 smaller. And 1/10 it can look like this, or in words, 1/10. So really we have to get 1/10 of 190 centimeters and 1/10 of 91 centimeters. And to get 1/10 of any number, you just divide by 10. So if we look at 190 divided by 10, we're going to get 19, because 190 divided by 10, making it 10 times smaller, well, we've got a 0 here and 1 0 here. So we can just cross off for 1 0, and our answer is 19. That's just a trick way of doing it. So the answer here is 19 centimeters. Now, the next one you might notice is a little bit trickier, because we're going to divide 91 centimeters divided by 10. And there is no 0 at the end here that we can cross off just to make it 10 times smaller. So how do we do this? Well, we know if we imagine the decimal points in this whole number, the decimal point would go here, and there's nothing after it, okay? So this number here, 91.0 or 91.00, is the same as 91. Now we're making it 10 times smaller, so we are going to, well, ask ourselves, is 91 going to get bigger or smaller? Well, it's going to get smaller. And if our number gets smaller, that means you're moving your numbers to the right. Okay? And how many places to the right am I going to move my numbers? Well, let's have a look at my 0 here. I've got 1 0. So I'm moving my numbers 1 place to the right. So my 9, which was in my hundreds column, is now going to move, and it's going to go into my tens column. So this is now going to become a 9. But don't forget the 1 that was in the tens column. My 1 that was in my tens column is now going to move into my ones column. So my answer is going to be 9.1. We don't need to put the 0. It's going to 9.1. Now, a different way that you could divide by 10 is it's not the way we're supposed to teach, but it's an easy strategy. So let's have a look. Let's do the last bit again. 91 divided by 10. Well, if I look at 91, decimal point 00, a different way to this is to get my decimal point, and if I go 1 place, because there's 1 0 here, and if I actually move my decimal point 1 place to my left, then make sure my number is getting smaller, so my answer will be 9.1 centimeters. Now, this is the correct way to teach it. This way over here is the easy way to probably the easier way to learn it, maybe. So you choose whichever way you want to use, because in the end, you're going to get the same answer. And if you want to learn more about dividing decimal points, decimal numbers by 10, 100, 1000, or multiplying them, you can go to my other video where I've got a whole lesson based around that. So we've got 1 mark for this question.